Hi, my name is Drummond Bowskill. You might recognise my voice. Maybe you won't recognise my voice. What if I do this? Also, welcome. We are doing the podcast again today. It's going to happen, so listen closely. You might miss something if maybe you are not paying attention. Yes, there we go. Please enjoy the podcast. Glad that you have. I hope you have been enjoying the podcast. You probably have. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Hey, Danger Club Commando. You're going to fix it?
Yes, well, I said I would.
Oh, you're so nice.
2 gold pieces.
What? Oh, I see you, Kenneth. I see you.
What's your name?
Smolton.
Smaltner.
Nice.
I deal double damage, and myself and the target switch places.
Oh my god.
The adventure continues.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Danger Club podcast, to a very exciting... Is it the finale of this adventure? Probably not.
Spoilers.
Could be when Velder dies.
Yeah, Velder's in.
Velder dies. That's our second t-shirt.
Yeah. Velder dies.
The first one is Velder leaves. The second one is Velder dies.
Yeah.
Hashtag Velder dies.
Yeah.
I tell you what, after a summer of recording fabulous episodes, I am looking forward to the autumn now, because we have experienced some very warm recording studios these last few weeks.
Yep.
It's all been. We now record entirely in our pants. That's why you don't see anything on the Instagram from our live records at the moment.
I mean, they did see me talking up.
They did.
And that's a regular thing. So because it's very, very hot.
We're just going to put that out. With every episode will be accompanied by just a video of Drummond talking himself.
A boomerang, maybe.
Talkie boomerang.
Talkie boomerang.
So you have attacked the warehouse of Ilsorian Shipping and Storage, which is pretty exciting. You made a very exciting, stealthy plan to try and creep up on there. Unfortunately, you all had new abilities, so you immediately split the party in an effort to use all your new powers. Some of you snuck around to the rear entrance. Some of you tried to run through the front door after knocking on it politely. And one of you tried to climb all the way up the wall.
Someone farted during the
I think we know who it was.
I can't fucking get rid of that.
We say someone.
That was a creak in this chair, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
And I will do it again.
Yeah. Scott was gesticulating to himself.
Yeah, you'll do it again, will
referring to
you?
himself in the chair.
No, I didn't actually.
Thank you.
Oh, there you are. Sorry to
just did
interrupt
it
you,
again.
Dan.
The sound of sweet vindication.
Sorry to interrupt
I think
Dan.
the DM was talking.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing this thing called Pathfinder where we play make believe, and we have adventures. So you burst in. You have met somebody. You have met Keemeth.
Yeah.
Yes!
So glad we recorded.
Sound of vindication.
So glad we
That's how the mighty crumble.
Broken me. You've broken me.
We just said it so much. It's now muscle memory for you as well. Like,
Goodness sake, Jim Groves spent hours of his blood and sweat writing this adventure module, coming up with all these names, and we cannot even get one of the
Sorry,
main
Jim.
NPCs.
Shitting all over it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Groves, we are sorry. Paizo, we are sorry. It's Keemeth. Although now we've said it, it might be Keemeth now. I've spelled it out, but it's Keemeth for now. You've met him. He ran away. He turned invisible. He ran out. Caragol caught him and is wrestling him.
No signs of Umagi?
Unami.
Peshwari.
Origami.
So we've got that to look forwards to.
Cool.
The correct pronunciations are our one-armed man. That's what we're going to spend the rest of this adventure, this whole adventure part is going to be just
all our
chasing with
adventures.
correct pronunciations. But yeah, you burst into the warehouse. You entirely failed to sneak in. And now all hell has broken loose. Does anyone have any other business before I kill your characters with these monstrous thugs?
No, I just think that, again, we're recording in the Secret Weapon in Stratford. Very kindly having us upstairs. Big shout out to Secret Weapon.
Thank you,
Lauren, and the lovely Neve downstairs.
They have been very good to put us up.
Hashtag we love Lauren.
We do love hashtag.
And Neve.
And Neve.
And Mike.
And Mike.
And you guys, we love
This
you
is turning into
guys.
Fulton's meat card list.
Tom, Timothy. Tom, we like Tom. Timothy.
Yeah, Tom. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
Alphonse.
Oh, it wouldn't be the same without Alphonse.
And Ziggy. Who could forget Ziggy?
That crazy Ziggy.
I really thought that was a Ziggy for a moment.
Ziggy played guitar.
So when we last left off, Velder, you had just cast Shocking Grasp.
Yeah.
And had you hit with that Shocking Grasp?
I didn't. I flapped it around ineffectually.
The good news is that when you miss with this touch spell, like Shocking Grasp, it charges your hand. You missed to hit them with it, but your hand is still charged, so you can still make another attack with it when it comes up to your next go, and you might still get to use the spell. Do not try to scratch your balls until you have used it. That could be...
Or go to the toilet.
Yeah, I will be listening for any attempt to do that. However, the bad news, it is now their go.
Oh, God.
So, one of the thug who threw a dagger at you now draws his short sword, advances along the swaying gantry, and takes a swing at you.
Ooh.
What a way to start, ladies and gentlemen. That is a gentleman's natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a crit?
Let's find out. What's your armor class, Velder?
My armor class is...
I can tell you if it's... I mentioned it's over 10, so that does not hit. Because you have a positive dex, so that is not going to be a critical hit, but it is a hit. So he hits you with his short sword. No crits just yet. Giving me a lot of threats, but no actual crits. It's a shame because I really want to roll some of these. But he does hit you for 7 points of damage.
Oh. Well, now at this point,
Yeah.
Velder would like to cast his new spell. Yes, a new spell. I can cast this instantaneously upon being attacked, and it is Windy Escape.
Yes! Me and James.
Use that chair noise.
Me and James were talking about this spell in one of the breaks, and it sounds delightful, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. It's exactly the kind of spell that Velder Kenblight would have.
Yes, it is an immediate action. It is instantaneous, and I respond to an attack by briefly becoming vaporous and insubstantial, allowing the attack to pass harmlessly through me.
What does the spell do?
Just a load of hot air.
So is there a roll or is there anything to do?
No. I could just go poof.
Nice, okay.
However, it is a spell.
Yeah.
And I have now used it.
So you've now used it up.
That is my get out of jail free card.
So you quickly screaming the words to the spell as the short sword slices for you. You hear a poof of air from the gantry. You see Velder just turn into gas for a moment. The sword swipes straight through him, and Velder reappears unharmed by that swing.
Does that mean your Shocking Grasp?
I think it does mean my Shocking Grasp is now ended as well, which is not good.
So, okay, all right. Using a lot of spells here on this first room.
Is it just for foible's sake? Is it? Do you have to declare your use of gusty wind when you get attacked or when you take damage or any point in the attack roll? Or
doesn't specify.
It would normally be when you've been attacked. But I rolled the damage pretty quick, so it's the first time I've used it. So cool. But yeah, normally it would be after I've rolled to hit. You would declare
in the future. Okay, I shall make sure that I declare my windy escape.
Pops.
Windy pops.
Blowy.
My creaky chair.
I'm a nice guy. The other one, he can't actually reach anyone else, so he's going to throw a dagger at you. He's got a -4 because
he's a knob.
Because you're in melee combat with his friend. Unfortunately, he can't get into melee with you as well. So He is going to go with his -4. That's just a 10 versus your AC.
That is a no.
Okay, so he throws it. The dagger goes wide. He's trying to miss his friend. The dagger just sort of sails off the gantry and slams into the floor down below.
Velder's going full Matrix
Velder
here.
has survived one round fighting 2 thugs. The other one is down on the ground, having been teleported last episode, and is fighting MZ. So he takes a swing. Ooh, that is probably not going to hit. It's only a 14 against your armor class.
I got 15.
15, no good. You managed to catch it on one of your bracers and turn the blow aside. He does not manage to hurt you. So a good survive, a good section of the game. So the door in the southwest. Where the main entrance was that Fulton has been running into, the door to the set of rooms there opens, and you see 2 more men inside that doorway. One of them comes running into the warehouse. The other one doesn't have his go just yet. So the first one just comes running in, short sword in hand, and so you've been joined by another of the workers.
Too many men, too many men.
Too many men, too many men.
Fulton Battlestone.
He's gonna try again to bash through the door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Fulton. Okay, you run at the door. Strength check.
20.
20. You smash through the door, knocking the door open, and you burst into what looks like an office. There is a desk in the room with some papers and things, a writing desk on it, and there is a door behind the desk which is currently open. Looking through the door from where you are, you can see there is another room, like a storeroom. It looks like a records office with papers and things lying around. And you can see there's another door on the other side of that room. That door is open, and in the doorway to it is a man holding a short sword in his hand, who currently has just turned around because he's heard you burst in through the door. And beyond that, you can see what looks like the interior of the warehouse.
And I can just move, can't I?
That's your standard action, yeah, so you've got a move action left.
I run up to him.
Okay, you run up into melee combat with the man, MZ.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Mate, well, I'm still fighting this guy. I've just parried 2 of his things. So I'm gonna try and hit him again. I've still got the long sword in the old long sword.
Mm-hmm. Well, the old long sword.
The old long sword.
You just got a new long sword, actually.
Yeah, the old new long sword.
The new old long sword. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and stick it in his gullet or whatever. Here we go. So that is 17.
17 hits.
Yeah, all right. So that's going to be 1d8 plus 2, right?
That's right.
All right, here we go. 3
points of damage. You slice him across the arm. He's bleeding badly from that wound, and he looks really weakened. Remember, he got hit by a spell from Velder last game as well. So
of course he did.
He is pretty messed up. It is now the go of the guy that Fulton just ran up to. So the guy who's there takes a swing at Fulton straight away with his short sword. That is going to be a miss. Fulton, you block the blow with your great axe as he runs in at you. These guys not faring very well right now. They're having a bit of trouble. The ooze then continues its very slow crawl along the ground towards Caragor and Keemeth. It is just up next to both of you, but doesn't quite make it into melee with either of you this round.
I was so convinced that it was going to gobble me up this time. Oh my god.
Which takes us to round 3. Keemeth. He attempts to take control of the grapple. So he is going to make a grapple check against your CMD. That is a 21 against your CMD.
Oh yeah, that does, yeah.
He managed to wrestle you off, and he grapples you instead. You are now grappled by Keemeth.
The old twisty arm maneuver, Kenneth.
He's like, we die together.
All right.
A sudden look of shock comes across. Actually, make a bluff check.
16.
A look of shock just comes across his face as you say this, as he realizes you may be serious.
Oh, I see you, Kenneth. I see you, mate.
Shania, so you are 15 feet above these two currently up in the air. What would you like to do? On the wall?
Just to point out, Philippe the Devil Monkey is with us.
He is, but he cannot spider climb, so he would not have been able to.
He's been down. He was with Fulton.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
I just wanted to make that clear because I don't want anyone to think that I've forgotten about my beloved Devil Monkey. So he came in behind. Okay, cool. Anyway, Shania is going to use her other new spell. Just getting real spell happy. Which is the aspect of the bear.
Okay.
Gives me bonuses to grapplings and things. And I'm going to jump from the wall into Keemouth and try and grapple.
Do you remember that show Brave Star?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Do you know what that was going through my mind? I was going to say, does that echo when you say it? Aspect of the bear, the bear.
The robot horse, didn't he?
Yes,
With Native American
2020.
cowboy.
Yeah.
It's got that used to take off and fly and shit.
And I've got the aspect of the
Brave
Falcon
Star.
as
It was
well,
one of
if I
those
can
shows,
use
though.
it.
I think, in retrospect, the actual theme tune, the beginning credits were really good, and actually the show wasn't that great.
You shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Get out.
What decade were you born in?
Get out. We're killing MZ.
So I'm just saying, like,
It was a
wasn't
great
the
theme
horse
tune.
also his deputy?
It was a deputy horse at a hat.
Yeah, well, kind of. But then he also had deputies that were just like tiny
you know
little
what I mean?
mounds of flesh wearing brown sacks with hats. Do you remember?
at the beginning, where you got all this like strength of the bear, speed of the puma, and then that never happened in the episode.
Yeah, it did.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons, like the actual show. Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of.
You
I'm
could
gonna have
never
to edit
get-
this out because I hit the thing anyway. But
Tell you
like,
what, Cole. I think you need to. I think you need to get out of the old chair and get out of the old room. and go and refresh your memory of the old 80s, mate.
in the credits
it was
of
great.
Dungeons and Dragons, it was like, oh yeah, you can fight this wizard, and then nothing happens.
To be fair,
the
the
whole
Dungeons and Dragons,
fucking episode.
the Dungeons and Dragons TV show
Oh,
was
maybe.
pretty hilariously bad, but adorable.
Oh, it was
great.
lovely. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's filling me with nostalgia, and I hate everything. I hate myself for saying. And it's true.
It's true.
The poor kid who was the acrobat, though. I never
Yeah.
Someone did not turn up to Character Gen and got a pre-made given to him. That's what happened right there.
I mean, in a cruel twist of fate, though, I mean, Dan looks identical to the DM in that 80s cartoon. He is very short, massive hands and feet, and large features.
So we kind of
like-
digressed a
Kind
little
words.
bit.
Yeah, sorry, we did, but
Kind words for a man who holds your fate in his enormous hands.
Yes, you do.
Right.
Shania, you stand. Karagor, as you're being sort of choked by the skulk, you look up, and on the wall above you is Shania, who stands up, just feet stuck to the wall, standing up perfectly well on the wall, weaving a spell, and then her robes fly out, her hair flying so, and she lets out a roar as you see a sort of image of a bear rise up behind her, and she takes on fur kind of sprouts from all over her, and her body just bulks up for a moment, and then she steps off the wall and just falls onto the pair of you.
as that happens, I sort of look up from.
Attempting to grapple,
Attempting
obviously.
to grapple
As that happens,
from the air.
I look up, sort of locked in this deathly embrace with Kenneth, and I go, "Oh, clever girl."
Oh
So
my
do I need to
goodness.
throw a grappling
it's
thing?
going to be... Well, first you need to not die from the fall. Because you're falling 15 feet off a wall. So let's have an acrobatics check from you to try and land
acrobatics.
safely.
Is this the first acrobatics check?
Yeah, I think it
it is in the
probably
whole
is.
series, isn't it?
Do that, I'll let you
Okay,
reduce the
right.
damage.
Okay, so here we go. Roll the dice. And that will be a 17.
17. You manage somehow to kind of run down the wall rather than falling, but you manage not to take damage when you fall. So a successful acrobatics check takes away the first 10 feet of damage. You take a d6 of damage for every 10 feet you fall, and it's rounded down. So successful acrobatic reduces it to 5 feet. That's rounded down to nothing. Take no damage. You come plunging down and land next to land in the sort of pile with everyone else. Unfortunately, the bear is the spell is your standard action, so you can't make a grapple check this turn. But you are like right in the thick of it with the three of them in the scrum, with Keemeth and Caragor. So that was fun.
Can Philippe the Devil Monkey do something?
Philippe the Devil Monkey can do something.
Okay, so now I assume that to do acid more, that would be a Shania thing.
You need to cast that as a standard action and then touch Philippe. So he's too far away.
So he's just gonna try and I guess bite the guy that's just run in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's well, he'd have to go for the one that Fulton's fighting in the doorway because that guy's blocking the door. So you have to help Fulton with that.
That one then.
So go ahead and make your attack roll.
No, I'm going to leave it in. Dan.
Okay.
Dan, I'm going to leave it
Thank
in.
you.
I realised I was whispering, but you can't hear me.
So 12.
Miss. The guy lashing out with his foot, knocking Philippe aside. Philippe does not get a hit on this occasion. Caragor, it is your go.
Okay, I'm in a bit of a complex scenario here, Dan. I want to be able to. I want to walk me through some stuff. Is it possible to? Without trying to break the grapple.
Okay.
Just position myself.
Yeah.
So that Keemeth.
Yeah.
Is facing. He would be the first one to be engulfed by the swarm.
You need to be to do it. You need to be in control of the grapple, which you're currently not. So you could control. Yeah, you could make a grapple check against him, combat maneuver check to take control of the grapple, which means next turn you better move it, although the slime will be on both of you by then. Or you can make an escape artist check to try and get out of the grapple and then use your move action to just get away from where they are, leaving him next to the slime.
Even if I took control of the grapple, I'd be subsumed by this nefarious swarm. I guess I've got no choice. I've got to try and break that grapple.
Okay, so go ahead. It's either an escape artist or a combat maneuver, whichever you feel is better.
Gonna go with that combat maneuver.
Okay.
17.
17. You knock his hands from your throat and back up and kick him away and get free of the grapple.
I see you, Kenneth. I see you. For the last time, I see you, and I really do. You shitbag.
You move away?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I try and, if I take a move action to back into Shania, and also, I mean, I'm not sure if this is going to be mechanically.
You won't be able to move Shania with that.
But
No, you can't.
Flavour-wise, I fling my arm across Shania to try and back her away from the oncoming silvery doom.
Okay.
And I move me certainly back anyway.
You move out the way and you try and gesture to get to Shania to
Get back!
move her
Get
as well.
back! No longer so clever a girl, but originally quite clever.
Velder, you are in melee combat with no weapon drawn at the moment.
Yes, I am.
So 15 feet off the ground with two guys.
Very well.
What you gonna do?
What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a 5-foot step back from the dude.
Yep, that's fine.
The sword.
Reaction.
And I'll go look at him and say, "Yeah, it seems you have me at a disadvantage, gentlemen. Well, there's only one thing. Behold my arcane powers!" And I jump over the edge.
Amazing.
I would like to... does that provoke an attack of op?
No, because you're 5 feet from it.
Excellent. And as I float down, I cast Featherfall.
Okay.
And as I'm floating down, I just give them the fingers as I float slowly to the ground.
You flip the double bird and just fall slowly backwards off the...
Yes, good. Now, I was just going to say as well... He does look, and he does not jump onto the blob. So
No,
wherever the blob is...
The blob is some distance away now.
Okay, good.
The blob is like 30 feet.
That would be just comedic, slowly giving the fingers into the blob. That'd be terrible. Can I do anything else?
Not really. That is because the standard action is casting the spell. You got a bit of movement, so you can start moving in the direction of. So looking around, when you land on the ground, there is to your right. There's sort of everyone else and Keemeth and the Bob, who are all fighting their way in through the door. And sort of ahead of you and to the left, there's an open door where you can see one guy running across the floor towards you. Behind him, another guy who's just had Fulton and a monkey appear behind him in the doorway.
Right. Okay. I'm going to move towards the blob and everyone else.
At that range, you won't last long against that blob.
Last longer against those damn men running to the door.
All right, you close to engage that blob.
Yes, not too close, but sort of. That's
right,
no.
You move gradually. You move to a safe distance from.
There we go. Thank you very much, Dan.
Boring. All right, so we have got Thug time. It's time for the Doctors of Thugonomics.
Thug life.
To have. There goes. That is the guy fighting M. First of all, tries to stab M. He's not been successful so far. He might be successful this time. Ooh. It's only a 14. He ain't going to be successful. M continues to fend the poor guy off, who is just on his last legs. You get the feeling like he keeps looking over his shoulder. You feel like he'd probably run right now, except that the others are in the doorway as well. Like he's trapped and fighting for his life at the moment.
I might let him go.
The guys up on the gantry.
It's been a real interesting battle of one-on-ones, isn't it? This fight. There's been M and his guy locked in Mortal Kombat. It's been Karagor and Kenneth grappling each other and wrestling. There's been Fulton in the door.
There's Fulton and the door.
Certainly we do every night, dude. Gonna smash your face in, Sam.
The guys up on the gantry pick up crates that are on the thing and start throwing them at Velder as he.
What is this fucking Donkey Kong or something? Jesus!
Right.
Oh, some barrels.
Whoop, whoop.
That one is going to be a miss. One of the crates smashes on the ground near you.
Jesus!
And a natural 1.
Who's Jesus?
Yes! Yes!
He fumbles with a crate.
That was 2 natural 1s in a row, everyone.
All right.
That's what you get for trying to Captain Scarlet my ass.
I guess that's a ranged weapon. Wrong weapon.
You're damn right.
If you made If you make a throat attack, you instead threw a random object from your gear.
So he went to throw the crate and then just threw a pencil.
What? Not through a sword. Oh.
You can send him building up to it as well. Throw the crate. Throw the crate. Throw the crate. Shit.
I'd like it if he throws some rations.
Yeah.
It's just like a handful of oats.
No, not trail mix.
He should just throw his belt and his trousers fall down.
He trips over off the balcony.
Yeah, it falls in the blob.
So a crate smashes on the ground next to you. You step out the way of it, and then as you step in the way, a short bow just clatters off the ground next to you. You look back up, and one of the thugs is just looking incredulously at the other thug, who is just shrugging his shoulders, having thrown away his ranged weapon rather than firing it.
Yeah.
Good move, dum-dum.
Oh, them fumble cards. However, it is now the turn of the guy who was running into the room, who runs straight up to you, Velder, and takes a swing at you with his short sword. These guys do not like Velder Camblight.
They do not.
That is an 18.
Oh, that's a hit.
All right, so you are stabbed 4, and you've taken some damage so far. So
I haven't taken any damage because I winded it.
You winded away. So that is going to be 4 points of damage.
Okay. I can take that.
Okay.
I can't take that.
What are you up to now that we're leveled up?
I have a whopping 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wizards made of paper.
Fulton, it is your go. You are face to face with a shocked man who has just seen you and a monkey burst in through the door like a weird cop movie.
Fulton's going to get his great axe and swing at the guy.
All right, go ahead, make your attack roll.
It is 15.
Hits.
Yay!
Yay.
And he does 16 damage.
Oh my god.
16 damage.
Yeah.
You
Bloody hell.
before he's finished saying "stupid monkey" to the monkey he's kicked off, you take his head off his shoulders, and the body collapses into a heap in the doorway, leaving you with a clear line of sight into the warehouse to where you can see Velder fighting with
Everyone.
Velder doesn't have. Velder's sort of fighting everyone with crates and bows raining down as Velder tanks the room.
You're doing really well, I think, for tanking it. Well done, Velder. New tank. Oh yeah. Can we just ascertain that like Fulton does a lot of head chopping off of ordinary sized people, and he is in fact a dwarf. What I imagine happens is there's just this tiny little run up, this and then he just jumps in the air, takes off the head, and then carries on running, like in a weird sort of like a psychotic armored Mario. And we've had Donkey Kong and Mario in this game so far. Like,
So far, so
I imagine Kenneth's like the Waluigi being like
There's Fulton. You also clock while you're in this this sort of this records room. There is another door in this room that goes somewhere else, which I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but that is closed. So you make a note of that for later, and then look out into.
Maybe I want to go through that.
warehouse. Well, you could do. You have a move action. You could do that.
No, I'll save my friends.
Okay, you start moving into the warehouse. You get halfway to where Velder is in combat with your move. Cool. MZ, your go.
I might let this guy go. I might tell him to run away
Yeah,
because he's nearly dead, and I can see he's not really interested.
badly hurt.
Do you know what I mean? I'm feeling like I could do more in the. No, I'll kill him.
And that's how all wars are fought.
Oh, might be. Nah, fuck it. All right, so he's going to swing again. He's got his long sword in the old. Oh, fuck me.
You see that?
Natural one.
That was your alignment.
There we go.
Colin's playing a character.
That's your punishment. A natural one. Roll again.
Roll again.
Roll to hit again. Tell me what you get.
Interesting.
17.
17. Not a fumble, but it is a miss.
All right.
Swing. He ducks it for it. You have a moment of hesitation, and then go for your killing blow,
See,
and he manages to turn the blow aside.
That's it. You see,
Shouldn't
you
have
went
hesitated.
Yeah, you went for the murderous thing, and you're the goodly person of the party. You know, he's slightly religious as well. You know,
Should let him go.
This guy doesn't look at it go because he doesn't have a head anymore. The ooze moves forward
go.
and engulfs Keemeth.
Yes, as that happens, I go, hey Kenneth, now I see you. No, I don't.
The ooze just swarms over Keemeth, covering him in silvery strands. Keemeth initially takes some damage, and then
explodes.
no, he has to make a
Melt.
he has to go ahead and make a fortitude save, which he makes. So he's covered in goo. He's covered in goo, but at the moment, and you can see that it is starting to sizzle. It's touching his skin. He cries out in pain where he's covered in it. But yeah, he does not have any other weird effects other than that at the moment. Round 4. It's Keemeth's go. Keemeth, panicked by the ooze, tries to move away from it, which provokes from Shania, although you don't have your scythe currently drawn because you were using it to crawl along the wall. So if you take an attack, it will be an unarmed attack.
Yeah.
You can, if you want to, try and punch him in the head as he runs away, or you can just let him go.
Well, you are a bear.
I'll punch him in the head.
Punch him in the head, make an attack roll.
Go on, man.
He doesn't get an attack roll back at you, although he normally
Dan
would.
suggested this. He could be luring you.
Is this a
into
trap?
Do you
I know.
what I mean?
We've all seen those films where someone's covered in blob and
You
someone
can
else punches them and
do-
goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a bear trap.
I just want you to succeed.
Hey.
Gonna miss him anyway.
Okay.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Shania lets out a bear-like roar and swipes with one of her hand paws at him, but misses, and he runs. He He staggers out of the goo.
Do I not get an attack of opportunity?
No, because you moved away. That's
move
how
away
you're
from him.
completely
That's
out of range of the thing.
Right, yeah.
So he moves away from it all, staggering towards where the Velder fight is going on, and shaking himself as he does. However, natural 1. He does not manage to shake enough, and you can see he is covered in silvery, sticky globules from the ooze as he moves away from it. Even though the main body of the ooze is left on the ground, he is still covered in stuff from it. And in fact, he needs to go ahead and make another fortitude save, which he fails. And as he gets a little way away from it, he just stops and starts laughing. Starts just hysterically laughing and creases up, holding his stomach and just laughing Joker victim-like as the ooze kind of slithers across his body.
Is he going to become some like super villain now?
Yeah.
Like turn into
The Chuckler.
Yeah.
Shania, you're standing next to a freaky ooze, and Keemeth is standing like about 10 feet away from you, laushing uncontrollably.
Velder badly needs help.
All right. Says Shania. Because she's still bared up and she's very, very angry. So she decides to bull rush whoever's attacking.
All right.
She doesn't pause at all.
This is important. What is your base attack bonus at the moment, Shania? Your base attack bonus, not your attack bonus, because this will determine whether you can get your scythe out during your move.
A scythe-wielding bear. Yeah. I mean, that's from a kid's nightmare, surely.
It's quite an image. Yeah. Basically, when during a weapon takes time. If you have feet like Caragor does, you can just switch weapons out super quickly. Spent abilities on being able to do that. Likewise, if you are combat trained, so your base attack bonus is your sort of basic ability with weapons. If you have a 1 or more of it, you can draw a weapon just as part of a move. So you can run over someone drawing a move. But someone like, say, Velder wouldn't be able to do that because he's not trained in how to do it. He'd have to stop, get the weapon out, and then move. Shania, so wouldn't normally, but you're a druid, so what is your base attack bonus?
I can tell you now, it's 0.
Oh, so you cannot draw your scythe as part of a move action. So you can't move, draw, and attack in one go.
I was planning on, just grappling whoever it is anyway when I get there.
You can do that. Yeah, you can move up and make a grapple check. So go ahead and make a combat maneuver check.
Okay, I get a +2 to that with this bear business.
Very nice.
What does the bull rush do? Does that help in any way as well?
A bull rush is a natural combat maneuver where you'll be trying to move him away, but you'd be bull rushing him into Velder, so it wouldn't really help his situation.
Also, as part of the aspect of the bear business, it gives me something called grapple as well. Is that added to?
Gives you something called grapple.
Yeah. So it says you have bull rush, grapple.
I think it will mean you get a bonus to bull rush and grapple. So it's probably a plus something to those rolls.
Okay, so anyway, it's the grapple thing that I'm using. All right. Okay, let's get grapply by doing this. Natural 1.
A natural 1.
Shall I just see if that's a fumble there, shall I?
No, fortunately that's not a combat maneuver is not an attack. So you don't have to roll again. Not a fumble, but it is most definitely not a success.
Okay.
So a bear like Shania comes roaring across the warehouse towards you, Velder, and just swings its arms out, and both you and the thug duck out of the way of it as she sort of careers past you both. Completely missing you. Nice time.
Nice.
Caragor, you're in a corner. You've got a slime a little way quite close to you, and you've got Keemeth just roaring with laughter.
That's me in the corner.
Is the silvery alchemical business still sizzling away on Kenneth's skin?
It's still sizzling away on Kenneth's skin, and but it doesn't look like it's doing any more damage to him. It looks like you have to be standing in the actual main puddle of ooze for it to do damage to you.
Good.
So it's having an effect on. Obviously, he's being affected by something because he's covered in the stuff and he's laughing, but it's not causing damage.
But if I was to, let's say, run up to him and pin him on the ground, Actually, he's not moving at the moment, is he?
He's not. No, he's just laughing.
How far is he away from the door?
From the door you all came in through.
Or the door that he was heading towards just now before he stopped to giggle?
He wasn't. He was heading towards. He was heading for Velder, or possibly heading. He was just heading into the warehouse. So you're not sure which direction exactly. He only got a few paces before the laughter took over. So he wasn't heading for the door.
I wanna. How badly in a world are you, Velder? How many guys you got to fight?
I'm fighting one at the moment.
Is there people still chucking stuff on your head?
Yeah.
From up above?
Yep.
Fulton, how far are you away from the stairs?
I am...
From the ladder that will go up to it, you are quite a long way. Although there are ropes that you could climb. There are lots of ropes hanging. There's a rope right by where you are, which you could try and climb to get up onto the...
If you did get on the gangway, they can only attack you one at a time.
Yeah, but then we risk Keemouth getting away. Shania, you just made your go, haven't you? And you missed the thing. And still locked in a battle with his best mate.
Life and death. What's it gonna be, Kaz?
Save Velder, go for the target. Save Velder, go for the target. Oh no, it's a flashback to last game.
I'm close to Velder to help him, so why don't you just...
No, only with one. Yeah, but there's guys above.
The guy on the ground is the main threat at the moment. The guys above are just chucking crates.
Ranged weapons away.
That's true, yeah, but he's still got vases and rocks and crates that they could just rain down on.
Yeah, but then
hopefully you.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on, free action, give me a perception check. Maybe I'll tell you something, Karagor.
Okay, dokie. Maybe you will on a 17.
17. The guy who is fighting Velder on the ground, who's running out, seems to be weapon trained. The way he's handling his weapons. The guys on the top seem to be, and the guys fighting M in the other room seem to not be. They don't seem to have any more than basic training. They're just chucking stuff. They're just trying to do whatever they can. So you gauge from it that the guy in melee combat with Velder is the more dangerous of the people that you're fighting at the moment. If that helps you in terms of actual ability.
And how far away is the blob from me?
The blob from you is 10 feet currently.
Oh, I have to make a move. Although it can only move 10 feet, can't it?
The blob has a...
I ascertained that from the last go.
Yeah, the blob has a pretty slow movement.
Just let it creep up to my feet and then just shuffle away. And then just keep doing that. No, I'm going to charge at Velder's guy. I'm going to but an actual charge.
Yep, so you make a charge, drawing your cutlass as you go and make an attack.
19 hits. Yeah.
Whoa, Velder,
I got you, mate.
Thank you, Garagor. And Bear. Even though you missed.
5 damage.
5 points of damage. Nice. You run up and stab the guy in the side.
Can I have my studied? Oh no, I guess I'm moving, attacking.
Move action study. So it's a full round action to charge.
That's
so
right,
you don't get your study bonus. But you do stab him and hurt the guy, and you've got his attention at least. You now suddenly outnumber him 3-1. He's rethinking his whole thing about charging Velder.
This guy, look at him in the eye and say, "I see you, new guy. I see you."
New catchphrase for Karagor since last week.
I see you.
Velder, it's your go.
I would like to take a 5-foot step.
Okay.
With my crossbow, I've had it equipped.
Yep.
So can I just use it?
It's a move action to draw, and then because you can't have it in your hands while you're casting,
yes,
you need your hands free. So move action to draw it, and then you can fire it with the standard action because the 5-foot step's a free action.
Oh, it's a free action. Okay. And does this technically fire into combat?
Yes.
Even though I'm point blank.
No, he's in combat with Shania and Karagor, so it's a -4 to hit.
Fuck it. Gonna give it a go anyway.
All right.
Right. Here we go. Is he flanked?
He is, but that doesn't affect you. Flanking's only melee.
Oh, you're just full of disappointment today, aren't you, Dan? All right. Oh, it's not enough. Not enough.
You fire the crossbow, but at the last minute, Bear Shania moves in front of you, and you are forced to bring it aside, and it just fires up and hits the gantry.
Sorry.
No good this time. The 2 remaining thugs up the top. 3 remaining thugs. There's 1 left. Guy fighting M.
Yeah.
He ain't going down without a fight. He's decided he's got no other way out.
It's been an epic duel.
I was just about to say
that no
something
one's
to him,
seen.
Ooh, that is a 17.
Yeah. Well, that hits, doesn't it?
He hits you with his sword. 6 points of damage. He just stabs you.
It's the old shank, mate.
That's what you get, isn't it?
First blood in this fight goes to this guy. He sees your hesitation, sees it as a chance that he may yet live through this, and launches a furious attack against you. Some of you were pretty badly hurt. Did you use that wand of Cure Light Wounds before you came out?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Okay, cool. So some of you are feeling a little better. That's good. Ooh, dear. So the guys at the top, one of them draws his short bow, looks around, and takes a shot at Caragor.
Come on, mate.
Miss. He fires the bow. The arrow thunks into the ground next to him. Can't fire. No good at firing to combat. The other one threw his bow away. Absolute idiot. He spends his entire turn climbing down, shimmying down one of the ropes with his short sword between his teeth like a pirate, trying to get down to that, and finally makes it down onto the warehouse floor not far from Fulton, and draws his sword, looks over at Fulton, and then immediately regrets his decision. This guy, the guy fighting, I can tell you his name is Byton. Byton is fighting, or Byton is fighting Caragor and Shania. He takes a swing at Caragor, trying to take advantage of your lowered AC because of the charge.
For some reason, I just can't help but think that the Street Fighter theme tune is just playing through my head right now. Why I feel like Kylie Minogue.
It's only a 13, but because your AC is lowered, does that hit you?
What's is my AC
minus
by
2 because
so
you
that would
charge.
take my AC down to 13.
So he hits you.
He does in fact hit me.
He does hit you.
Tits.
Dealing 3 points of damage.
I could say that all day, mate. Come on.
Fulton, it's now your go.
I just run towards the guy who is dropped down in front of me and just hit him with my great axe.
Fulton, just since coming in through the door, has just been presented with targets. Like, they just appear out of nowhere. So
Target-rich environment.
Yeah.
What's the crit range on a great axe?
I believe it's only a natural 20.
Okay, cool.
It says that.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's my bad. 24.
24 hits.
Cool. 7
points of damage. He's still alive. You hit him with the axe and he staggers and drops to one knee, screaming in pain as you almost take his arm off. But he's just about holding his sword and looking at you with terror as you come running in. MC, let's see if you can finish this fight.
I'm going to finish this guy, and I'm going to say to him, I'm not going to
surrender.
I'm just going to. I'm sorry, mate. It's all right.
Clash of Titans.
That's what I like to hear.
This fucking it's 8.
He's still going. Go on, guy. I tell you what, if he makes it another round, I might level this guy up. The experience he will get if he kills a player character is less than
He's
level 1.
He's a young lad as well, and he just mucking around.
This challenge rating 1/3 thug.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I should have taken him out.
1 hit point.
I should have taken him from rolling. I haven't been rolling very well.
1/3. He's not challenge rating 1. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
You were rolling fine until you
mate.
didn't let him go.
I should let him go. Yeah.
See, Caragor takes that shot last game. You let him go this time. Like
the ooze goes after the only target in range, which is Keemeth again. Moves up and just slimes Keemeth a second time.
This has worked out
burning
perfectly.
him even further, doing even more damage. Keemeth, the next round, is going to attempt to save. Fails again. He is still staggered, laughing uncontrollably, covered in goo. All he can do is stagger. Stagger a few feet away from the slime. Stagger 10 feet away from it, laughing uncontrollably and pointing at him. I'm going to die. Oh goodness. Shania,
I kind of like the guy.
Shania, it's your go. You are in melee with this guy.
Okay.
He's fighting Caragor.
So yeah, I'm going to attempt to grapple him again, because that's what the bear does. So let's do some grapply stuff. I'm going to use a different dice this time. Yeah, screw you, grey dice. Here comes the rainbow dice. Oh.
With all your bonuses, what you got?
I have got.
Do you get a +2 because he's flanked because he's fighting me as well?
Not for grapples.
Got it.
Okay, that's 15.
15 gets him. You grapple. He is now grappled. You've got him around the back. He's a -2 to his AC. He loses his Dex bonus to AC, so he is much easier to hit now. So that could well help.
And Philippe, the devil monkey, is going to get involved as well.
Okay, so the nearest person to Philippe is the guy that Fulton just nearly chopped the arm off.
Okay,
he's looking pretty ropey.
Philippe's going to try and give him a little nibble.
Okay, go ahead.
Nibble.
Roll an attack for Philippe.
Here we go. Oh, and that is.
What's your dice? Yeah.
17.
17 hits. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Okay, so I can tell you, does Philippe do more than 1 point of damage? Does he do any damage whatsoever? Like, does he?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to
actively heal.
He's going to definitely do some damage.
He had 1 hit point.
He's going to do more than one. Yeah, I think it's
the
gonna
monkey
do that.
hits
Like
him in the monkey hits him in the face and just tears the man's face off. While he just goes down under this swarm of screeching monkey.
Philippe is very excited by this. Starts chewing on the face that he just got.
Fulton, that's not an image you're going to forget.
Oh, Jesus!
Teamwork.
I look across and I go, I chimpanzee you. I chimpanzee you.
Oh, beautiful. Caragor, it's your go. Shania is holding the guy that you're fighting from behind.
Can I safely make an attack against him without possibly hurt?
Yeah, you're not in danger of hitting Shania if you hit the guy.
Okay, so do I...
It's a normal attack, because he can still just about get out of the way, but his AC is massively reduced. So his AC is...
I'd like to take my movement action to study him as well.
Okay, that's fine, yeah. So he is now studied.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, we've just set up the fact that I now can't miss this, so therefore I'm going to now miss this. Shit.
Only an idiot would miss this roll.
It's the Terry Pratchett rule. Just hang on before you judge it of the roll. Right, so that's... it's a 5 anyway, so it's 10 plus my study target is 2, so it's 12.
Hits.
Yeah, see? Yeah. You see?
Yeah, well, it took for him to be grappled by a bear.
That's a 6 total.
6 total. You, as the bear holds him, you just shove the cutlass into his chest and up, twist it. He spits blood out, and you pull the cutlass out, and the bear throws him on the ground. I mean, Shania's not literally a bear, but bear Shania.
But she is still talking like this.
Hey, Shania, high five. Ooh,
chemical friend.
Yes, friend.
Yeah, the man is dead. Another one down. Another one bites.
Can I shout something?
You can. Is it about seeing someone? Do you see someone?
Oh, I thought you meant is Caragor seeing someone. No. It's completely off guard. Like,
his relationship.
Yeah, what's his romantic status?
Yeah,
It's complicated.
He says, "Oh, the rest of you, put your weapons down now. It's going to be a bloodbath for you. I advise you strongly to run away."
Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidate check.
That was on the line.
No, it's not.
That's not.
That's clearly not right.
Remember this. Et 2, Danger Club, Et 2, it's 6.
It's 6. You shout this out, and you hear a shout from the room where you all came through, going, "Don't give up, guys! We can do this! I've got them on the ropes!"
Fuck off, you! What the fuck are you?
Bloody an army.
Oh, yeah.
Velder.
Velder,
you. So, for the first time in a while, you're not in melee combat with anyone.
Well, there we go.
There is one thug on the gantry above who is firing arrows down towards you. And there is Keemeth standing a little way away from you, covered in goo.
Okay, and the blob.
And the blob as well.
And the blob.
The blob.
Okay, I am going to... Yeah, so I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the guy on the gangway.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Firing his arrow. So that is 6.
A 6. The ray of frost just blasts the bottom of the gangway.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does not hit the guy, I'm afraid.
Booyah! Oh, and just as a voice action, I'm going to call Jin to me, and call Jin from outside.
Okay, Jin comes running in.
Hello, Jin.
From outside. So it is.
I love Jin.
The thugs goes. We're going to start with the one on the gangway. In his personal duel with Velder, he fires an arrow over the side.
Come
of Velder from his short bow. 19. It's not a critical threat because it's a bow. But that is going to be a hit. He hits you with a bow, dealing 6 points of damage. Velder is.
What are you on now?
He's at minus now.
Velder is down. I had 5 hit points.
God. Velder takes an arrow and goes down.
I thought maybe I should heal myself, but I was like, no, stay in the fight if I need to.
Maybe not the tank after all, eh?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Things are suddenly starting to look pretty bad. And it's about to get worse because Hero Thug is going to try and finish off M.
This guy, man.
I've got you.
I should have totally had him like one round.
Family! Natural 20.
Oh my god! Oh gee.
This guy.
All right, give us a quick. Go on, give us a name and a quick sentence backstory. Who is he? I want to know about him now. I care about him now.
Crimsy's dead, man.
Flashback. Jethro, you're never going to be able to work in the docks. You need to be a real man to work on the docks. I will work on the docks, Dad. I'll be a real man, I tell you. What if someone comes breaking into your warehouse? What are you going to do then? You're going to run scared. No, I won't run scared. I probably will run scared. What are you going to do, Jethro? You'll never be brave enough to fight someone if they come in there. You don't know that, Jethro. You just have to believe in yourself, and when the situation calls for it, when your back's against the wall, maybe you'll just be able to do it. Just think of your family. Just think of everything that you're fighting for. I mean, I think there's something pretty shady going on in this warehouse, actually. But you don't ask questions about that. Just deal with one problem at a time, and the problem at the moment that we're dealing with is your crippling self-doubt, and we're going to get over that by being strong and confirming this critical hit. Which he doesn't do.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I really liked his mindset. It was really positive.
It's a real nice.
We can all learn a lot from Jeffro.
He's a good guy.
But that is what you get for asking the DM for a 1-sentence backstory.
I get to talk. You get to say some stuff. Make some stuff.
I don't DM Pathfinder because I like brevity. 4 points of damage to you, M. Fulton. So you're looking around the room. The guy you were fighting has just been torn to pieces by a monkey. So there is a rope hanging next to you that goes up to a gangway where one guy with a bow is shooting arrows at Velder and has just not shot Velder down with an arrow. Velder is on the floor next to Karagor and Shania, and then there are piles of crates, and you can just about see in the other corner of the room where everyone else was coming through, you can see Keemeth, well, you can see a skulk covered in silver goo, laughing uncontrollably.
Fulton is going to grab the end of his great axe. He's going to start spinning around like they do in the Olympics with the ball and the chain.
Oh my god.
And then he's going to launch the great axe up to the guy on the gantry.
Wow.
Go ahead and make it a... This is with an improvised weapon. This is a -4 on this, but make a ranged attack.
And that's... Do you just do your dex? Or
so you just add... You get your base attack bonus as well. Base attack bonus and your dex mod.
So it's -4, did you say?
-4.
Okay, so it's an
Probably
11.
more than that. An 11. 11 does not hit. Fulton, you spin around. You watch Fulton just spin around with his axe and then just hurl it off into somewhere else across the.
Oh shit!
Oh, nicely done.
Whereabouts did it land?
It lands about 40 feet away behind some boxes.
I just start running. Just one moment. I go run after.
Start running after the axe that you just threw away. MC.
All right, Jeffro.
Come on.
Come on, mate.
Come on,
it's your
Jeffro.
time. All right. 17.
That hits.
That hits. That's 8 points of damage.
You plunge your longsword through his chest up to the hilt. He staggers forwards on the blade towards you and just coughs blood out of his mouth and just looks up at you with fear in his eyes and says, "It's so cold. I'm getting cold. Tell me, Dad, I was wrong." He falls off the blade and collapses into a heap on the floor.
You gotta let him go, mate.
I spit blood at him.
Your face, Jethro. Oh, the ooze slimes Keemeth again. Oh.
That was the best choice I ever made. This has been worth it.
Oh, Keemeth. Oh, Keemeth goes ahead. We're over an hour, but you know what? We're going long.
We're going long on this one.
Keemeth fails his save. Oh no, makes his save. He has a full. He has the thing. He takes a full round action to try and shake the globs off of himself, which he successfully does. He is free of the globules. Still has his short sword in his hand. You'll pay for this. He's still standing in the ooze though, so let's see how that goes for him. Shania. So you've got, enemy-wise, you've got one guy above you on the gantry shooting arrows down. He's just shot Velder. Velder is unconscious and bleeding out on the floor. And then you have Keemeth a little way away, standing in a puddleless line.
I run straight for Velder. Let my hands run with magical stuff, energy, cure light wounds, head. Cure light wounds.
I'll run to you.
Okay, and place hands on.
Okay.
Cure light wounds is
1d8
is it
plus
1d8?
Yeah, 1d8 plus your level, so 1d8 plus 2 now.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 2 is what it is. Okay, here we go.
Cure light.
5 plus 2, 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Return to you, my friend.
Oh! You place your hand on the arrow and sort of 80s style glowing light effects appear around the wound as you draw the arrow out, Men in Tight style, and it closes the wound up as you draw it out.
Still in bear saucer. Oh, Velder better.
Oh, thank you very much.
Nice. Velder lives to fight another day. Karagor, so you've got guy above you, and Keemeth.
I'd like to. I'm going to study target on the guy above me and knock an arrow in the longbow and loose it at him.
All right, quick draw and go ahead and make your shot.
19
hits.
Is that a crit on a longbow?
Longbow, no, it's natural 20 for both.
Cool. 7 total.
7 points of damage. Knocks him to 1 hit point, but he is still alive. The arrow hits him in the chest. He staggers backwards.
Just fucking run away, mate. Just give it up. It's madness. Oi, Fulton, go help him. Oh no, wait. Someone get Keemeth. Fuck.
Velder, you're lying on the floor, having just regained consciousess.
I say, thanks, Shania.
That's okay.
Fuck, take this. And I'm going to launch another of my Ray of Frost at the twat on the gangway. Come on.
Loving them rays.
Oh, fuck.
Shoot some more. The bottom of this gangway is getting pretty frosty now.
Should have been.
Snow.
Yeah.
It's just a light little rain of snow just falling down on Velder and Shania.
I start making a little snow wizard.
Oh, Velder's aim is frightful.
Pretty frost.
The guy up on the gangway looks at the carnage below him and goes, "You know what? They don't even pay me that well." Throws his bow to one side, draws the short sword, throws that to the other side, draws both daggers, throws them to one side. Got a lot of weapons for a warehouse worker, actually. And he just backs away from all of them along the gantry until he gets to the ladder at the side and just stays there with his hands in the air, staying away from it, so it's very clear he's away from his weapons. So that there only go Fulton. You complete. I guess you take another move action, which gets you to no. Okay.
So hearing Karagor say Keeneth, is he on the way to my?
You could reach him with a. You could reach him with the charge.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then I want to tackle him.
Okay, you charge at him and take an attack. So combat maneuver check.
15.
That hits. You run over and you grab into. You just run over and grab him, holding onto him. He starts squirming and battering against you. You have him grappled. You finally vanquished your nemesis.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
This poor kid. He's about 17.
Do you know what? I'm gonna bend down and close his eyes now.
Okay.
I feel a bit bad about spitting blood
with your fist.
My fist.
And then just
I see what you
just
mean.
teabag him.
Yeah. Take a picture, send it to his dad.
You were right.
The day M gets really fucking out of order. No. So he's going to close his eyes and then he's going to run into the room.
Okay.
Late for the battle, and then just repeat. I think what.
So the only enemies left in the room are
go on.
Quite close to where you are, about 10 feet from the door where you run in.
Yeah.
There is Keemeth, who is currently in the arms of Fulton, who has got his arms around his legs, just kind of trying to hold him still. And below both of them is a sort of silvery puddle of ooze.
All right. So do I get a move and a
yeah, you got a move and a standard.
Moving a standard. All right. So maybe I'm going to try and shoot. Is Karagor directly in front of me, or can I see like them both?
You can see all of them from where you are, and you could reach them if you wanted to make a melee attack again.
Can I make a speech action first?
Yeah, sure.
Fulton, do you need some help?
The ooze is right behind me.
It's under you.
Under me.
I can't change weapon, can I?
You can't. No, without because you've moved. You can. You can draw a weapon as a move action, but you'd have to drop the sword on the ground, so you wouldn't have it for later if you needed it.
I'm gonna run up and stab Keeneth.
Okay, go ahead.
In
make
the back.
Make an attack on Keeneth.
In the back.
Yeah,
he's having a good day today, isn't he?
No, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm pissed off. Like, I'm not blood raging pissed off, but that geezer, you know. So, and he's an easy target right now, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's grappled.
It's not amazing. It is a 10.
10 hits.
All right.
Grappled.
Okay. That is 4 points of damage.
4 points.
Oh, no, hang on. 6 points of damage. What we're talking about.
6 points of damage. Nice. Okay, you run up and just stab Keemeth in the side with the slash Keemeth across the chest with your sword while Fulton's grappling him. He cries out in pain. And then the ooze. Engulfs both Fulton and Keemeth again, because he's still kind of there, but you're basically kind of in the same square. So the ooze gets both of you. So it's 1 point of automatic damage to Fulton, and then I need you to go ahead and make a fortitude save for me, Fulton.
15 for
15. Both you and Keemeth make your fortitude save, and so you are not hysterically laughing. So you're not staggered for next round. So you resist the effects of the slime as it's kind of crawling across up both of your legs. Keemeth. Keemeth is in a whole lot of trouble. He is going to he's going to attempt to get free from you by making a combat maneuver check against your combat maneuver bonus, Fulton.
He gets defense.
Combat maneuver defense, sorry. Yeah. So he gets a 22.
Oh yeah, minus 16.
He rolls high.
He breaks the grapple, but that's his whole gets a full round action to do that. So he manages to break the grapple, but he doesn't manage to get away from you. So he's still in melee combat with you. Shania.
Shania would like to try and find an army, I think. So, going to run towards where she heard the voice come from that was saying "Keep going, lads," wherever that was.
Okay, you run out there and you find a room. You find a dead boy you run past him and everyone fighting. You find a guy who's about 17, sword in his hand, lying, looking peacefully with his eyes shut, with a wound through it, and a door that goes outside into the streets.
That was the guy who was fighting me that shouted that.
Right, shall I run back out again?
Okay, you run back out into the...
Not tonight, man.
Aspect of the bear.
Aspect of the bear has really dumbed her down a bit. Maybe we should shake this one off, I don't know.
Didn't happen to brainstorm, did it?
What's going on, Velder, then? So you, that's basically your go.
That's it.
Unfortunately.
What about Philippe the Devil Monkey?
Philippe can run over and attack Keemith or the Ooze if he wants to.
So he's just going to sit down and just eat a banana, I guess.
Well, just pulls it out of his fur and just eats a banana.
It's a devil banana, though, right?
Yeah, it's a devil banana. Yeah, it's a devil banana.
An evil banana.
Yeah,
it's got a little horn.
Like a Nintendo. He's just trying to fit in with the rest of the Nintendo world.
Which are actually little bananas as well. Like
it's very, very Nintendo. This particular.
This is the Smash Brothers of Pathfinder episodes. All right, so Caragor. Sorry, although it's not actually your go. Caragor's go first.
So I've got the Ooze.
You've got the Ooze. You've got the Ooze, who is kindly sliming over Keemith and Fulton.
Can I take a shot at the Ooze without?
Yes, you can. It counts as in melee combat, so it's -4. But yeah, you can take a shot at it.
Can I make a speech action before then?
Yes, you can.
Keemith, just if you just drop the sword, mate, we're gonna kill you unless you drop the sword.
Okay.
Can I intimidate him into dropping his sword?
Make an intimidate check.
I will, and I will potentially succeed. It's 22.
Okay. You'll find out in his go if he's going to do anything on that.
And then because I've not moved, I like to study the Ooze.
Yep.
Go, oh, I see you. I see you, Ooze. And launch an arrow into the Ooze.
Shoot the Ooze. Make your attack.
Shoot that poison arrow in the Ooze.
That's another 19. So that's like, it's a lot. It's 25.
Hits. Roll your damage.
Twang.
Because you're fighting an Ooze.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, because I rolled
everything except bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so if I rolled a 4, then...
Right, so melee damage takes half damage. So you rolled a 4, so 2 points of damage.
So it's actually taking damage.
It is taking damage, but because it is just like slime, shooting arrows into it isn't doing, and hitting it with stuff doesn't do as much damage as certain other things.
Sure.
It counts as a swarm, which is a particular kind of creature, usually made up of lots of other creatures, but in this case, just made up of liquid.
Like bees.
Velder!
Right, I'm going to stand up.
Yep.
Stand up for my rights, and I'm going to shoot it with a ray of frost.
Ray of frost.
Because it's come on. 14
hits.
Yes.
Roll your ray of frost damage and
ray of
double
frost
it.
Damage. Oh yes, because it is.
It is vulnerable.
It's vulnerable to cold. Here we go. That is 4 points of damage.
Okay, you blast it with cold, and you see it begin to shrivel, and patches of ice form all over its surface. It's barely moving still.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Nicely done.
I've got the Ooze! I've got the Ooze! I say.
Nah.
Thug does nothing. Fulton. Fulton, you are standing face to face with Keemith. He's broken your grapple, but you are face to face with him.
Can I intimidate him?
Yeah, you can make intimidate.
I'm gonna say, give it up. Look, just stand over there and don't do anything. Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the balls. 10.
10, okay. That's how you shout at him.
Caragor just looks over at Fulton and just sort of mouths, "What are you doing?"
Something to your voice?
Well, no, I mouthed it, so you couldn't hear what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
But that was just for the listeners.
You've just stabbed Keemith, but he's still standing just about, and there's ooze underneath his feet. What are you going to do?
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to intimidate him and say, look, we're all going to fucking kill you.
Okay.
If you just carry on. So that is a really good roll. It is 26.
26. Okay, cool. The ooze.
Oh yeah. I'll just say, look, we're gonna fucking tear your fucking head off if you don't stop now. You can live.
The ooze inflicts more damage on Keemith and 1 more point of damage on Fulton. Oh no, Fulton, the grapple's broken, so it's just Keemeth again. You've backed away.
Yeah.
So just Keemeth. Keemeth considers what you've said and says, I'm really scared. Oh God! Please don't kill me. Shania, what do you want to do?
So he's covered in the ooze.
He's covered in ooze.
He's covered in
laughing
ooze.
uncontrollably.
Laughing uncontrollably. If we touch him, do we get covered in ooze too?
Potentially, he's got ooze all over him at the moment. There's
that's
steam coming off his skin.
Which is really annoying. I still want to look for Inami.
All right, where do you want to look next? You're in the warehouse.
Okay, where is there to look?
There's the room Fulton came through. That's the only other exit out of here, or there are just piles of crates all over the place. It will take you some time to search it all, though.
Right, can I check the other room?
Okay, you run, use your whole turn to run into the other room, and you find there is a door that has not been opened yet in the room Fulton came from.
Okay, I want to go and open it.
You open that door, and you see that there is... you see that there is a storage. There's lots of piles of paperwork all around the room. There's lots of boxes and things stacked up. There's a pile of boxes in one corner of the room with just papers and things stacked in them. It's dark and there doesn't appear to be anyone in here. That is your go.
Okay.
Velder.
I want to pass my turn to Caragor because it's his go.
I can't see. I think the mic stand's in the way. Sorry, Caragor. It's under my initiative tracker. Caragor, it's your go.
I just go over and cut Keemeth's throat.
Okay, go ahead, make an attack.
He surrendered.
Natural one.
Oh, roll again.
That's a bitch.
Be a fumble.
What am I rolling to? I'm adding like my normal hit score. Like
so you're rolling to see if it would be a hit.
Okay, so it currently with these not studied. No, I studied the ooze, not him. Okay, so fine. So it would be 13.
13 would have been a hit. So
it's not a fumble. Okay,
it's not a fumble. So
just turn, slip in the ooze, start laughing.
You turn, take a swing. He staggers back out of the way, pointing at you and just laughing hysterically.
Oh, just someone murder him or something. I don't know.
Velder's going to try and shoot that ooze again. Here we go. Ray of Frost. Come on. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Talking about roll again might be a crit. Let's see if you swap places with that ooze.
Oh yeah.
Velder is just.
I think I might. It is 19.
Second spell crit. Throw yourself a card.
Wowza!
Critting with them spells. Okay.
Spell crits are so weird.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is weird. Double damage, and target spends 1 round laughing, as hideous laughter spell will negate.
Ooze laugh.
No way.
Funny bone is what it's called. So I've made the ooze laugh. Its own poison against it.
That's mad. Out of all the cards you could have picked.
All the cards I could have picked. I did 6 points of damage,
which is double to 12 because it's cold damage.
Oh no, don't say because it's only 3 points of damage that spell. Okay. So I do 6 points because it's doubled.
All right.
So you do 6 points of damage with the ooze kind of crusts over with ice, completely freezes over, and you just hear a and then it just shatters into fragments. Keemeth collapses onto the floor, giggling and laughing, his dagger falling from his hand as you all stand around him, weapons drawn. And that is where we leave it for tonight. You got a skull! You got one of them!
I knew they'd
Only the fact that Water One and Fulton doesn't have his axe, the fact that Skulk is still alive. Let's face it.
Honestly, mate.